Welcome to Plymouth Wrestling. Mike Briggs here. I've got Conrad Kaskowski on camera, Matt Kaskowski next to me, and we are wrapping up the dual meet season tonight, Matt.
Yeah, we come to you from Sheboygan Falls for the final dual meet as the Panthers take on the Falcons for the last of the Eastern Wisconsin Conference dual meets.
Yep. And we have, we're starting at 220, and then we're bringing out arguably our best wrestler. I'm glad to see John Pruitt back. John Pruitt will be wrestling at 220. He'll be taking on Caleb Tempest. John Pruitt was runner-up at the Raider Invite last weekend, and it's great to have him back. He was out with some medical issues for almost a month. And now he's coming back, and that was a big turnaround for him to take runner-up at the Raider Invite, 18-team tournament, and did a nice job.
Yeah, it's a big tournament, and he has been away a long time, and he goes out right.
He's going to get a takedown, and this is not going to last long. John Pruitt is already shown he can get a takedown. He's going to run the head. We're going to have a quick pin here.
Yeah,
I'm thinking John
right
Pruitt
here.
going for a pin. I should mention that. Wait,
There
there's
it
the
is.
pin. There's the pin in 24 seconds. John Pruitt, really our only true 4-year senior on the team. And I should mention Sheboygan Falls has, you're telling me, seven seniors. So we're really
6 on varsity.
Yeah, we're outgunned tonight by talent and experience. So it could be a rough night for the Panthers, but understand they're losing 7 seniors. You saw our only experienced senior, and that's John Pruitt.
Yeah, you're definitely going to see the guys have got a lot of experience already this year. They still got tournament time to go through. They got a couple tournaments to go through, and they're going to get more. And next year we're looking forward to a pretty good team.
The conference tournament is in a week as they give a forfeit here at 285. So there's going to be a forfeit at 285, and then they're going to turn around and forfeit at us at 106. Keegan Gustin will not get a match tonight. So it'll be interesting how Sheboygan Falls fills their holes next year. We're already trying to figure out how we're going to fill ours.
Yeah.
We're going to struggle too. But Sheboygan Falls is going to have a hard time replacing those 7 seniors.
Yeah, and they have a pretty good team, but they're going to finish 4th in the conference.
Right.
And with a couple good wrestlers and maybe a different conference, it might be up higher. But
yeah,
the EWC's got some good teams this year.
You have to understand, I'm going to take it back to 1987. 1987, Sheboygan Falls won the conference tournament. And it took them 19 years. In 2006, they came back and won it again. It took 19 years for them to come back. And then they won it. They had the wave. They won it in 2006, 2007, 2008. They dropped back a little bit in 2009, turned around and won it in 2010. So they did run a wave of 5-6 years of full house talent.
Oh, they
Sent
had a
7
good
to state
team.
one year.
Yeah, they had
Sent
a really good
7
team.
to state. And now we're back to reality, to where they've fallen back a bit. Now it's Two Rivers' turn. They took over 20 years off, and now they're at the top of the lineup. Two Rivers won the Raider Invite last Saturday, and so Two Rivers is going to be the conference champion dual meets, and then it's going to be followed by Campbellsport, and then Kewaskum, and then Sheboygan Falls. Plymouth will have our win against New Holstein.
Yeah, we get our win-win there. So now we get back here to some wrestling, and we're going to go to 126 pounds with J.J. Seifert, and he's going against
I think it's Dakota Lloyd.
Dakota Lloyd, yes.
We'll see if I'm right.
Yes, it is. We were wondering if they might move some guys around, but they
I thought they might.
They decided not to.
So we're convinced this is Dakota Lloyd.
Yep.
So it's Dakota Lloyd, J.J. Seifert, and here we go. John Pruitt made short business. Wrestling.
Oh, nice.
Nice double leg.
Puts him down
Takedown.
nicely. Really good takedown. They shot at the same time, but JJ was able to just keep going right at it and take him. He's really quick.
The one thing about wrestling that can be kind of tough is the fact when you have a lopsided match, your best wrestlers don't get to wrestle as much.
Yeah.
In football, your best players play all the time. Basketball, the starters play all the time. In wrestling, sometimes you're only out there 24 seconds. John Pruitt, 24 seconds, got his pin.
I think he's going to let him up.
Yep, we're going to go takedowns.
In right away.
A shot
Blocked
there.
well by JJ. He's going to try to go around.
He's fast enough. He's fast enough to do it.
I think he's going to get it right here.
There's their takedown, so it's 4-1 now. Cypher does a hard crossface. The referee, Steve Paulus, he and I go back way too far. Steve Paulus was a head coach at Ozaki 30 years ago. He's been refereeing now the last, 25 years?
I think he reffed a couple of my matches,
Sure.
and that was some 20 years ago. So.
And I'm going to tell you, he hasn't gotten any better. Now, I can talk to him about that because we've gone to a lot of different wrestling events together. Steve Paulus is a wrestling fanatic, not quite as fanatical as I am.
No.
Not quite as obsessive, but he's still
He's got a
talented.
tilt here.
Now, that tip's not going to get anybody any points.
No.
In fact, it's going to get JJ in trouble. Now, JJ's locked a cradle and is getting back points.
Wow, I thought he was going to be in trouble, and
Yeah.
he just noticed it right there.
Turned right
that it was-
around and said, let's cradle this. We're down to the final seconds of the first period. JJ's going to carry a 7-1 lead into the second period. We dodged some of the talent of Sheboygan Falls. They bring back, like I said, they have 7 seniors, but they also bring back 3 conference champions. Alex Fitzgerald, we forfeited to. We did not have a 120-pounder, so Alex Fitzgerald is a returning conference champion. We'll see 2 more coming up. They also host a state champ, a returning state champion, Lucas Lambrick. He'll be coming up a little later.
And we'll see him wrestle
Yep.
as he goes against Tim Edwards. Nice
Yep.
escape there by
Yep.
JJ.
Lucas Lambrick is a senior. His brother, Mitchell, also a conference champ. You'll see him in a little while. So they bring 3 conference champions to the mat tonight. We bring 0. They also bring 7 seniors. We bring 1, and that kind of tells you how the rest of the night may go. We are looking very good right now in the matches you're seeing, but there's a whole lot more to it than that.
Another nice block and takedown by JJ as he spun around. He's now up 10-1.
Would that be 3 takedowns and a near fall and an escape?
Yes.
He's going to try to do a little leg riding there.
Then got a stalling call.
Warning on stalling on the bottom wrestler. I'm not convinced he's stalling.
He's trying to block out that.
He's just maybe being out distanced by JJ. I'm not sure he's stalling. There's just not much he can do with JJ, controlling it so much.
And we're going to go to an escape right away.
JJ's going to say, I'd rather go takedowns. This riding thing isn't working for me.
He's shot in and he's blocked 2 shots, so I think he feels pretty safe here.
This time, though, it looks a little bit tougher, but he's blocking off well. Get ready for a throw right here. That could have been.
I thought he
you were
was-
kind of waiting for that, too,
Yeah,
weren't
I
you?
thought he was
What
lining up.
we call lateral drop was
Yeah.
coming.
I kind of had my lean already going in on that one. He's got to be able to get around here.
He should. He's blocked the drive in here. He's got to get one arm to go down. There it is.
There he goes. 22 seconds left. He's just got to hang on here and try to get a turn. He's up 12
Back to leg
2.
riding again. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think so either.
Final seconds of the second period. JJ is going to take a 12-2 lead in to the third and final period.
And he's going to try to ride.
I don't
Or
know.
no,
I don't
both
know
up?
what the. I guess we're going
I
takedown.
thought he was going to take he's up.
Nice shot, but JJ saw it coming.
Yeah, he blocked it well.
Certainly got the hips down quickly.
He's got to get his arm free quicker, though, or his leg free quicker, I think, on that.
I do too.
Oh, but if he keeps going, kept going on that.
One thing about JJ, he hustles. He hustles. There's a half.
Let's go with a half. Nelson, I think, is right.
Boy, he's out there. He's out there.
He's got to get a little chest to chest more on it. He's lost it there.
Not going to happen.
He's got he rides with that leg on the outside like that, and it's a little different.
Yep, they're saying cut him loose there. I think he should. I want a tech fall. That extra team point, you know? Get the tech
exactly.
fall. He's not getting the message.
I think I need to yell at a little louder.
There's a hard half. Nope.
Got the 2 takedown. No, he didn't let him go fast enough.
He's going to miss a tech fall by a point.
I think
he's going to miss a tech fall by a point. 17-3.
You saw there, you might think you got a takedown there at the end, but he didn't give it enough time. He didn't get enough separation. And he just missed
final
that.
score 17-3 is a major decision, but obviously misses out on the tech fall, which is 1 team point.
Yep. And I think, JJ hasn't been into that situation enough times yet to really know that he's got to go and he's got to let him get enough time to get the one, then get the takedown.
Right.
And I think that'll grow, and we'll see a lot more from that. Just from that experience, he'll learn a little more.
We're at 132 pounds. Justin Hill will be facing Trevor Miskey. Now, Trevor Miskey, I think, if I calculated right, is looking for his 20th win tonight.
That would be fantastic.
There was a time if you had 20 wins, you were in the state championship. Today there's guys with 40.
Yeah.
You know,
easily 40.
But regardless, getting that 20th win, always a nice jump.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
So let's hope he can get it tonight. Right now, it's kind of waiting to set up a takedown. I hope it's there. Snap it and spin, Trevor.
Oh, just couldn't quite get that across. He got blocked on it.
Trevor has so many different things in his arsenal, but he seems to really want that duck under.
And I think he likes it so much. We like watching it.
I like watching it, but you've got to use some other things sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
You've got to go after other stuff sometime. There's a single. See, he's got so many good things.
Yeah,
there's a takedown.
That nice outside single IR. And switching to that double it's just a really nice shot. Putting the arm around, trying to half.
He's got the half, but he's got to get out to the side. Now he gets out there.
He's got the wrist.
Now we're going to get out of bounds before he can get it tipped.
49 seconds left in this first period. He's going to let him go and go both up.
Yep. He's going to do exactly what JJ was doing. He's going to go takedown. So it's 2-1. Shot there by Falls. There's that single leg again. Let's finish it. There's
finish
a
fireman's.
And
he's going to hang on to it right to a half. Nice job.
That could be 10 points. This could be 10 points right
It's
here.
really close and a lot of time left. There it is.
There's a pin in 1 minute and 27 seconds.
Winner by fall.
Trevor Miskey with the pin.
Seconds for the Panthers, Trevor Miskey. Now to the 138 pound
Just a nice job on that to be able to keep that arm and slip right into the half.
Now, I will tell you, this is the meat and potatoes of the Falls lineup. We've been having a lot of fun here in these first matches. Okay, with Pruitt getting a pin, Seifert getting what should have been a tech fall, and then Miskey with a pin. But now this is the meat of their lineup. This is Mitchell Lambrick. He is returning conference champ. He was a conference champ last year at 100. I'm going to say, let me look it up here. at a. Well, I have it. I know. I've got it here. Somewhere.
Yeah, there it is.
At
119.
So Mitchell Lambrecht was a conference champ at 119, and you're going to see why. He's also going to play takedown game with us. They're a very, very talented wrestler.
That's another 2.
And he's going to play the same thing. He's going to let Lucas Johnson go because all he wants to do is go takedown.
And for the weight class, he's so tall and lanky, and he uses it really well. He's just able to use it really well. Using his reach.
I think he's a little too thin. My book. I think he's a little too thin.
Well, he's only a sophomore.
Yep.
So
Yep.
He'll
He'll
give
fill
him
out.
time.
Maybe he'll fill out.
Yeah, next year he'll fill out.
As we all have.
Some of us more than others.
So you can see he's talented on his feet, boy. He's got that long reach.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And he has just racked up 5 quick takedowns in 1 minute.
And we're sending a freshman out there. Lucas Johnson, a freshman, against returning conference champ.
You know, and he's not quitting though.
No,
And
no,
that's good
no.
to see.
He'll hustle. He does work.
And you know, he had to know he was going into a tough
Oh
situation.
yeah, and we've got a couple more that are going into a tough one. So, like I said, we've had our fun. We have 3 wins on this dual meet. 4 actually, with the forfeit to Keegan. But the job just got tougher.
Oh,
Right there.
he couldn't fight through that and get put to his back on it. He has to sit pretty hard to get this pin, I think, but it's real. Oh, he might have it. 3 seconds left.
Pin.
There's a pin. He called. I think he called that before the buzzer went off.
And the pin was called just at the buzzer, just before the buzzer. That will be the match.
Critical fall in 1 minute and 59 seconds.
That is
Mitchell Lambrecht.
that is Sheboygan's Falls method of taking it to you a little bit.
Yeah.
45 pounds. Jake.
So we go to 145 pounds. Jake Oman, and he's going against
Brandon Brightsman for the
Brandon Brightsman.
I can look this up for you. Brightsman wrestled last year. He's returning. He was 5th in conference at 130 pounds last year. And he's come on a little bit recently, so this could be a toughie.
Could be a good match here.
I sure hope it is. The edge right now would go to Brightsman just because of he's come on in the last couple weeks a little bit. I've been impressed with him. Jake's always, depends on what Jake you have. Jake's had some marvelous nights out there.
Yeah, I think the key with Jake is getting confidence early in the match. If he gets confidence early in the match, he is much stronger. We're going to have...
Just stopping it.
Headgear came off.
We'll get started again. I would like to see him hit that duck under too. It's there. It's there.
They go out of bounds. He almost had it early in the period. Looks like he just didn't pull the trigger on it.
There, he's in the leg.
Oh,
Finish it now. Come on, Jake.
looked like he was trying to dump more than follow it around.
Now his momentum stopped.
And he's on his hip.
Now it's a battle.
When you get on your hip like that, you're in trouble.
And I don't know why he went from locking up on that leg to grabbing that arm by the wrist. Because that arm does you absolutely no good.
No. He made a mistake there.
If he'd have stayed on that leg, he could have tightened it up and got a stalemate.
Yeah, definitely.
But all of a sudden, he let go of the leg with both hands and went out to a wrist. I just don't know why.
Well, and then it looked like he kind of, instead of trying to go with his head and go off to the side, he went to his left side and dump over his head, which is not a great move there.
And here's the leg riding.
He's got height advantage on Jake here.
Yeah.
Rotzman's got a height advantage, so he's going to throw those legs in.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Jake gets back to his base. He's got to get a quick stand-up of some kind, though. He's got to get those hips out of from underneath. There's a 3/4. That's not going to happen. Now jump. See, he had just a split second. He's got to get that inside leg out.
He had an opportunity. It was really close, but you got to make that move when you got it.
At the end of the first period, it's 2-0. Sheboygan Falls. Ullman's got his choice. He's going to defer. No. The head coach over there, Brad Kinnett, he wrestled for Plymouth years back.
Yes.
It was Jake Ullman had already deferred, and of
And he
course
was
Brad
trying to
wanted to defer to.
defer to,
He wanted
yeah.
his wrestler to defer to, and I think we can't do that, Coach. They won't let me do that.
Brad was quite a good wrestler for Plymouth.
Yep.
Big half. He's got to keep running this. I've seen a couple times where you get the half in and go out to run it, and they're just not finishing it off.
Yeah, I can look up Brad Kinnett. He had he placed in state his senior year, actually maybe his junior year it was. Brad Kinnett was 6th place
I think that was his senior year.
back in 1997. Back in 1997.
We have an escape
One
here.
escape and one takedown to back points.
Right to his back.
Ullman caught on his
he's
back,
in
and that's a
trouble. There's
pin.
a pin. Oh, he got caught in that.
Winner by fall in 2 minutes and 58 seconds.
Heel
Zach
pick.
Hawkins.
Yeah, the heel
Right from
pick.
a
He
heel
couldn't get
pick
around.
to a cradle pin out of nowhere.
Now wrestling in the
What I thought was going to be a
152-pound
very,
class.
very good
For the
match.
Panthers, Tim Edwards. For your Falcons,
Jake
Lucas
Ullman gets
Lambert.
caught for a pin.
Oh, he just got caught in that. It seemed like he was just a little bit, like 1 second or so behind on everything. And
Okay, we are at 138 pounds. I'm sorry, 152
152.
pounds, and this is Lucas Lambrecht to be coming out. Lucas Lambrecht is returning state champ, Division II state champ, and he's ranked number 1 in the state this year. So,
Tim Edwards has got his work cut out for him here.
yeah, this will not be fun for Timmy. I was wondering, we had to send our wrestler out first. I was wondering if we had to or not, because this will not be fun. You're
Yeah.
seeing the best in the state in Division II. Now, I know there are a couple Division I wrestlers that are the best wrestlers at this weight class, but it's certainly not Lucas Lambrecht's fault that he's in Division II.
No,
He's
not
the
at all.
best wrestler in Division II right now.
And
he
he's
was the
definitely
best.
top, or towards the top in the
Certainly,
state. Yeah.
certainly. He's only got a couple losses on the season, and they were none of those to Division II wrestlers.
No,
you see,
that
he's
makes
got
a
a
big
couple
difference,
losses
yeah.
on the season. He's got 30 wins,
Yeah.
but his couple losses, none of which were to a Division II wrestler. He lost a very close match with a. He lost a very close match to a Becker from Hartford at the Cheesehead. I know that. That was one of his losses.
And it was a quick takedown, and you let him up,
Yep.
get the one.
So this is where the Falls team is still very, very strong, right in
yeah.
these middle weights. So we're very pleased that Lucas Lambrecht is a senior.
Yeah, definitely. He's trying to throw him here.
He is
And
a
he's got him.
yep. Lucas Lambrecht is going for his 3rd conference championship this year. He was a runner-up as a freshman. So he was unable to be a 4-time conference champ. There's been very few in the history of the Eastern Wisconsin. He will be a 3-time conference champ if he wins it this year, and no one has told me that he won't do that.
So there was 2 back points on that, and then the one escape. The total is 6-2 with the 2 takedowns, the 2 back points. Good single, switch to a double.
Yep.
You're just seeing he's got so many different moves and combinations that he can do. He just has a big repertoire of moves,
That's
and that
right.
makes big difference
He's
on
talented.
the level of wrestling.
He's talented. He's trying to get the tip here and he's not going to get it. He forgets that Tim may stall a little bit underneath. I've always had a problem with Tim not doing enough underneath.
Yeah.
But one thing Tim is tough at is getting turned. He doesn't like getting turned.
No, yeah. We've talked about this dollar in the past, yes, but he doesn't get turned often. There's a reason. He holds a good bottom, solid bottom. Tim is going to try
I
to
was
ride
really
here.
surprised that it's gone into the second period when you got a state champion coming out here. So credit to Tim.
Yeah, he's doing the best he can. He knows he's going against a really good wrestler. Trying to run that half.
There's the escape.
Kind of slowing down the pace here.
Yeah, it sure has.
Oh, that'll go slip by. Tim trying to head and arm, and he slipped right through that one.
They go out of bounds.
Now Tim's
There's
in
a
trouble.
takedown. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, he's still got the legs crossed.
And he's going to get back to
Oh.
he's getting back. Oh, boy, this
Now
is tight,
now
though.
this is tight.
This
He's got
one's
it
going to
really
hurt.
tight.
That's looking like back points to a pin for
Yeah,
Lucas
that's
Lambrecht.
tough. He's in a tough spot here.
Oh, man, that's got to hurt.
Yeah, it looks painful.
That's a twist. Tough
Yeah.
twist. A tough twist. There's the
There's
pin.
a pin. You give Tim a lot of credit. He took deep into the second period, but
Pin in 3 minutes and 17 seconds for returning state champ Lucas Lambrecht.
Now wrestling the 160-pound weight class for the Panthers, Rodrigo Aguila. And for the Falcons,
so we go
Jeff
to
Becker.
160 pounds. And Jeff Becker from Falls is going to take on Rodrigo.
That's right. Jeff Becker is one of their 7 seniors. And this is our foreign exchange student from Chile who's never wrestled before.
And
Like I say,
we give him a lot of credit for going out
We
there.
matched up very well in the first 3 or 4 weight classes. In fact, we matched up better than very well. But now we're not even in the ballpark with some of this later one.
He brings a lot
Rodrigo
of
does a
excitement,
nice job
though.
for a minute or two, but
Yeah.
he's got such a nice double leg. But we're talking about a wrestler with 4 years of wrestling, high school varsity wrestling experience with Becker. Becker was 3rd in conference last year at 135. And at that time, our foreign exchange student had never seen a wrestling match. And he was 3rd in conference.
A little excitement there.
Yep. Becker was runner-up the year before.
So he's got a little
Yeah,
experience.
And he was 3rd in conference as a freshman at 119. So Becker's this is his 4th year on varsity. He's placed in the top 4 of conference, 3 of conference every year. So we don't match up real well, man.
No, not at all.
Got to give credit where it's due. They have Sheboygan Falls has an array of seniors this year with a lot of experience, and they have a couple young kids, Fitzgerald and the younger Lambrecht. Both are talented wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
You put that with their 7 seniors, and they're tough.
You're gonna get a 2 near fall. Rodrigo tried to hit a head and arm that was out there. and then he got caught in it and 2 takedown, 2 near fall.
This is a good Sheboygan Falls team, but certainly not the team of 2006, 2007, 2008. Those were 3 years where Sheboygan Falls dominated this conference.
Oh yeah, they were tough. It was always tough, and they knew it too.
Yep, but they're still a fairly good team, but they're only going to be 4th in conference this year, and certainly not the power team they were. They still have some excellent talent. Don't get me wrong, some excellent kids that are very talented, but not 14 weight classes.
Not up and
anymore.
down the weight classes. Reaching out for that single.
Unable
he
to get.
just-
In fact, not only unable to get it, he goes to his back from it.
Yeah, he got on his hip there. I think that's where you see the inexperience. Is,
Yeah.
When you see he's off balance there, and that's the only thing you're going to learn is more matches. Is the way you learn that. The more you wrestle, the more you learn
But-
balance.
He's only a foreign exchange student for 1 year, Matt.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
He's only getting for 1 year.
Yeah. It's all it's not much he can do. He goes out there and does the best he can.
Now it's cradled up tight
Oh,
and
he's
a
in.
pin.
There's a pin.
Pin in 2 minutes and 46
Winner
seconds.
by fall in 2 minutes and 46 seconds for the Falcons, Jeff Becker. Now up in the 170-pound weight class for the Panthers, Bryce Lewick.
So we
For
go
the
to-
Falcons, Nick Owens.
170 pounds. Bryce Lewick is going against Nick Owens. Nick, another senior.
Yep. Now Nick Owens has paid his dues. Now I remember him wrestling up through the ranks of not making varsity, and last year he really stepped up a pace. Now I list him last year.
171 pounds.
He took 4th in conference, but he wrestled much better than 4th place. It was a stacked conference. 170 might have been one of the toughest weights in conference, and he took 4th right behind Zach Fancook. And Fancook was a good wrestler.
I remember that being a pretty good match actually last year, and it was a pretty exciting one for Zach.
And so, Nick Owens only his 4th place last year, and it might have been his first year of varsity. Nick Owens is much better than that. He's paid his dues. He has wrestled hard for 4 years for the Falcons, and so he's another one of their 7 seniors. Bryce has had some good matches now of late. So we'll see how this rolls out. I thought we were going to have a great match at 145 with Jake Oman and Brightsman of Falls, and that just didn't turn out the way we had hoped.
Ooh, Letto dropped
Oh,
the
and this may
attempt.
not turn out a takedown.
One escape. So it was
2 takedown and 1 escape on the edge of the mat. Well, we'll go takedowns again.
It was a lateral drop attempt, and he just wasn't in position for it.
And the back
And
exposure
Owens saw it.
actually was off the mat too.
Yeah.
So there's no near fall. So
Like-
actually, Luke got a bit of a break there.
Yeah, it definitely did.
If that would have happened in the middle of the mat, it could have been all trouble. The Blue Panthers will be back in this gym next Saturday at the conference tournament. We held it last year in Plymouth. It's Sheboygan Falls' turn. And so they'll be hosting the conference tournament here next Saturday, the 5th of February. And by the looks of last weekend, with Two Rivers taking the Raider invite, which is much tougher than our conference, I don't believe anybody can come within any mark of Two Rivers in the conference championship.
No, I don't think so. They just have a full team, good team.
Yep, 14
Top
weights all
wrestler,
top.
and top wrestlers in the conference throughout those, up
Yep.
and down throughout those weights.
Two Rivers won the conference last year. It was Two Rivers' turn. They had not won in 25 years. So Two Rivers won the conference last year, dual meet, but then they were runner-up to Campbellsport in the tournament. I believe they'll win both this year. Final seconds of the first period. And I believe it's going to end up 2-1 right now, with Owens ahead 2-1 over Bryce Lewick, but that's only after the first 2 minutes.
And in this time, we're moving quite fast. We want to thank some of our backers. We want to thank Miller and Belt, Community Bank and Trust, the Paddock Club, Ace Supply and Rental, Plymouth Furniture and Bedding Showroom, Mackenzie Financial Services, Wagner's Auto Body, 2020 Visions, and Plymouth Plumbing and Heating.
Yeah, we got kind of caught up in the matches here with all the pins, and we've kind of neglected our backers.
And we don't want to forget our backers that are bringing you this programming and all the programming on TV 14.
Right. You can be part of the backers. Call 893-0006. Someone will get back to you on how you can be part of this backer crew, backing the teams and teams here in Plymouth, Wisconsin. Oh, I don't like that hammerlock back there.
I don't either. He's got to go quick. If he gets his leg up. No, he got his arm
He's got
out.
his arm. Oh, the arm's back in again. He's got to clear it.
Kind of a coffee grinder.
Yeah. Now he's bringing it. Now he's hooked it up. Now we got to watch that hook.
It's hard to see.
Lewick
Get
on
up
his
to his feet.
Off the mat. Get a fresh start. We're halfway through this match, and it's only 2-1. Bryce gets away, he ties it up.
This is really close. I think this is a little. We're hoping for maybe a little more action. But,
I was hoping to get some big fire out of the bottom here.
But I think we thought this might be a close one.
Well, Bryce chose down. If you're going to choose down, let's
You gotta-
explode from the bottom. We're not
You
seeing
got to
that
get
explosion.
points. You got to get points. You can't be held down. If you choose down, you have to get at least one. You have to get.
You got to
out.
get up and out. Yeah, up and out. Now he's up. Come on now,
Now
let's
his
get
leg's
going. Let's
free.
get going, Bryce.
"30 seconds, 32 seconds. We got to get a. Let's see if we can get right off the whistle here.
He almost got out of there. Ran out of mat.
He's getting his leg caught up underneath there, and I'm not sure he knows how to get out of it. Oh, we got a false start. Gets up to his feet. He's getting his leg caught up behind there, and he's got to work his way up on that.
Yep. I think the problem that we've had tonight is that there have been so many mismatches that we're seeing excitement because it's one wrestler really dominating the other one.
Yeah.
We haven't seen very many close ones, and this is a close one. This is going to go into the third period, just a 1-point difference.
Oh, couldn't quite get out.
Got to his feet again, but ran out of clock and got taken back to the mat.
So while they make their choices here, I just want to take time to thank State Farm Insurance and Financial Services, Meyer Motors Incorporated, and Eastman's Diamond Center. Now he's either got to cut him loose. At some point, he's going to have to cut him loose, or he's got to turn him here.
Right, and he's not going to. I don't see him turning him.
That's going to be
Owens is
a
out,
quick
so now we
escape.
take him down to tie now, Bryce.
Just got to get that takedown. It's 3-1.
The takedown will tie it.
In and around on that. Not quite there, though.
I don't want to get caught there.
Let's see if we can jump a finish here. Oh, out of bounds.
Kind of an odd-looking fireman's, but he could have gotten that takedown.
It's like one of those you just forget going with a leg and you just use the arm. He had an opportunity there.
A takedown will tie it for Lewick. He's got to pull that arm across. You're going to chuck it.
Oh. He's got to make that happen and finish that up.
Yeah. off the mat. We're minute 7 left. Luke holding his side a little bit.
Might have just gotten popped a little bit in the
Yep.
stomach on that last attempt.
Boy, I don't like that feel that he's got right there.
No, unless he bowls him over.
And it's going to bowl the other way.
It's going to go the other way.
This is all going to be Owens. He bowled him over.
Yep.
Louis gets caught underneath there and just couldn't figure out that he's got to lift it.
Yeah. No, there's a pin.
That should not be a pin. That was too close a match to end with a pin.
No, definitely.
That pin was in 5 minutes and 23 seconds.
Nick Owens.
Nick Owens with that pin.
He's got caught there, and he's got to learn. You got to fight through that. You can't get caught underneath like that to begin with, but you got to fight there through that. So before our last match, just want to thank the Four Seasons Comfort, Bank First National, and Anytime Fitness of Plymouth. Thanks all of our backers.
This will be the last match of the evening. So many of them ended in pins tonight or lopsided victories. This one shouldn't have ended in a pin.
No,
it really
it
shouldn't have.
It should have been much closer, and we'll see them again. Or they'll see each other probably again.
Probably next Saturday.
Yeah.
Now that'll be it because Panthers got bumped up to Division 1, so we won't wrestle any of these teams in conference in regionals. But of course we go against the Kaukanas, the Oshkoshs, and the Ninas.
Yeah. So we're at 182 pounds for the last match, and it's Setzer from Falls, and he's going against Nick Hildebrand.
Yep.
Nick, we've seen sparingly every once in a while. Is a little.
Well, Nick is also wrestling up a weight class. You can see he's not as big as his opponent. So he's a sophomore bumped up a weight class, and so this is tough for him. He's getting some, we hope, valuable experience this year, but he's also going to pay the price a little bit.
Oh, he got caught in the fireman's there.
There's going to be 2 takedown and 2 back points. I didn't know if he got the near fall or not.
I thought he would have gotten a 2 count on that at least.
Yeah, your dad and I date back to where you would call near falls, what do they call them, Conrad? Predicaments. A 2-point or 3-point predicament.
Well, you're definitely in a predicament when you're on your back.
Yep. Conrad, your dad actually goes back a little further, where your first takedown was 2 points, and he's telling me that your second one was 1 point. That was not my case.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not that case anymore. I like watching the takedowns.
Yep. I'm going to stop things just a little bit here. Let's mention again that the Panthers go into tournament action now. The conference tournament is Saturday the 5th at Sheboygan Falls. The 4th, I'm sorry, Saturday, February 4th at Sheboygan Falls. And then the next week is a whole new season. Everybody goes to regionals and you start all over again. The winners move on. The losers have to buy a ticket the next week. You know, it's just, as cruel as that sounds, that is exactly the way it rolls.
Regionals, then sectionals, and then state, and in between there's some teams. The team that wins regional will be in the team sectionals.
Yep, and we host the team sectional. So the winner of 2 different regionals will come to Plymouth to wrestle a dual meet. We've run it before, and it's always great to see 2 very, very good teams of Division I wrestling in Plymouth.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
I have my own predictions on who it will be. We'll see if I'm right. There's a dual meet going on tonight that will tell me a little something, because Kaukauna is wrestling Oshkosh West tonight, and those teams will meet for the regional championship, I believe, the winner of which will wrestle against, my prediction, Hartford. I believe will win the other
regional.
So it'll be Hartford is my prediction against either Nina or Oshkosh West.
Ooh, he got caught in that coffee grinder, and he brought it right over.
Yep.
That's how you do that.
That's how you do a coffee grinder.
You did a very nice job bringing him over on that.
Nick in a little bit of trouble, a lot of trouble actually. This could
He's
spell
got
the
10
end right
seconds.
there.
No.
That's the pin. a pin in 1 minute and 52 seconds, and that will end the evening.
Drew Setzer.
Went very, very quickly with a lot of lopsided victories. The first 3 of them were lopsided in the Plymouth favor, and then the last 4 or 5 were in the favor of the Falcons.
Yeah, it was definitely one where we got to see some good matches early from Plymouth,
Yep.
and then their weights, their strength came later in the evening. Yeah.
The wins for Plymouth, John Pruitt with a 24-second pin at 220, and then Keegan Guskin got a forfeit at 106, and then J.J. Seifert won 17-3.
3. Yep.
17-3. Trevor Miskey with the pin, and then we go into the meat and potatoes of the Sheboygan Falls lineup, and they swept out after that.
Oh yeah, they did. We knew that was going to happen. They were tough wrestlers. Plymouth went out as best as they could and did what they could, but that's where their strength is. You know, just where our strength is in other spots.
Well, I want to thank everyone for being with us. We'll see you next time with Plymouth Wrestling.